Hi, everybody. This is this month's vlog for our monthly newsletter. For all y'all who don't want to read the whole thing, no shame. Sometimes you just want to watch a video instead of have to read through all the stuff. I encourage you to read through it, though, because our staff do an amazing job of typing out some great updates, and it really gives you kind of a bird's eye view into who we are, what we're doing, with also a little bit of on the ground specific explanation for the pictures that you're seeing. And just so as you flow through there and see the faces and see all the events that we're doing, you get a really great idea of who we are, what we're doing, and what your support is going to fund. And so, first thing in there is just a little letter from me. Servant leaders, local and organic. I kind of thought that was funny, thinking about how popular it is to be local and organic. And I think when it comes to leadership, there's a bit of a crossover metaphor in that. And I love what Young Life does, which isn't necessarily trying to look for the best, the brightest, and the most qualified in the city to lead, but really bringing leaders from the ground up, finding people who haven't really earned anything, who haven't really proven themselves, but investing in the next generation all across the board, and not just trying to weed out for the best and the brightest. I think, don't get me wrong, I think our leaders are the best and the brightest. But I'm thinking about them in regards to their future and what they're capable of. And so the people that we're investing in, the young people especially, that we're giving leadership opportunity and developing, we're helping be a part of that creative process that's turning them into these kingdom builders and these world changers of the future. And that kind of support, that kind of depth of investment isn't something that seems like it's worth your finances and worth your time if you just look at what these people have accomplished. But if you can see an image and a future in them that is bigger than what they've accomplished thus far, I think we can be a part of that infrastructure that creates a kingdom building force in East County. And I believe that's what we're doing wholeheartedly, and I believe that's what we're a part of. And so I think that's important to think about as you support the ministry, is you are thinking about the things that aren't there yet, and you are pouring into the things that haven't showed up yet. And it's a real cool image of the kingdom that is here but also not yet. This is that side of not yet, where we get to see and be a part of the flourishing and the growing. And I just think that's awesome, and I appreciate all the people that support and give so that we're able to do that. Right after that, speaking of amazing leaders, we desperately need more adults. I mean, I really desperately. There are so many kids who come and are a part of Young Life, and we just do not have enough people to invest in their lives. And we try to train our leaders in a healthy way, which means they can't disciple 15 to 20 kids at a time. They have to do smaller amounts in order to do it right and to do it well. And because of that, we literally have hundreds of kids who are lacking that relationship and are lacking that movement of their life of an adult who's going to spend some time with them every week or every other week and just check in with them and be with them. And if you think that's you, or maybe you just know somebody, we're trying to develop a groundswell of identity behind what Young Life is, which is adults in the lives of kids. And we're trying to just continue to promote that in East County so that we can find those people who will be motivated and moved by that. And that's just an invitation to talk to us. And so even if you don't think you're a leader, but maybe you could benefit from a 10, 15-minute conversation over the phone or over a cup of Joe, to sit down with us and talk about what that means so that you can be more aware and help us look for those people. That's totally worth our time. And we would love to just continue to help spread the word on what that is. Um, Speaking of, today's Halloween. Happy Halloween. Happy fall, y'all. There is a little bit of an update from our Young Lives team, and just what a joy it is to see little ones grow up and be a part of the holidays. So that's a fun little note from Kristen Dreesen, and also just some adorable pictures from Young Lives taking some of our moms to Oma's Pumpkin Patch. And I love this. I love this picture here of these young girls with their babies, because some of these babies, they're of the age that many of you have been supporting this ministry before these babies were even born. And so more than any other ministry, you're looking and seeing how you developed something to be in place for when these girls came into this life stage. And I just think that's cool. And I want to remind you that your support, the things that you do to make sure Young Life happens in this city, make sure that these volunteers and these women and these moms are available to these teen moms when they enter this life stage of having a baby. And I just think that's awesome. And I just so appreciate that you guys support what we do. Another article there from JT, one of our best and brightest right there for sure. Homegrown leader from Grossmont, and now he's back at Grossmont and Helix, and investing in our college ministry. And I am just so hopeful for what this guy is going to do and what he and his wife are going to accomplish. And there's just some fun pics of them and their leaders doing some fun things with kids. And we're just kind of celebrating this end of a season of helping out with the snack bar over at Grossmont. What a cool way for Young Life to step in for a year and help and show that we're part of the community and part of the culture there at the school. It's just really fun that they even invited us to do that, because it just shows what kind of relationship Young Life is developing at local schools. And I think it sets us apart from other organizations, is we have that depth of involvement that they would ask us to come and help them out this year to do that. Speaking of more of that development, we got a new guy we're trying to bring on. His name's Brian Castile. He's a rock star. He's an awesome guy. He's actually only a sophomore in college, but he's got the goods. He's somebody that we're really excited about, and he's in the process of coming on student staff with us. He's in the fundraising process, so he's going to be concentrating on Valhalla High School and Hillsdale Middle School for the time being. Um, and if that's something that you're excited about, or something that excites you, or something that interests you, that region over there in Rancho San Diego, we're really trying to start to get something strong going up there. If you could support it 5, 10, 15, 50, $100 a month, any of those amounts, it would significantly help us get Brian on staff so that he can start spending more time with kids and really investing in that culture out there in Rancho San Diego. He's about halfway to his goal. His full goal is $1,000 a month. So if you think that's you and you want to help us take a chunk out of that, just click the button there. You can do it online, or if you have any more questions, you can call me or message me, or just respond to this email and we'll tell you more about it. A couple fun events that we just wanted to highlight: the Young Life Regional Skate World Night. That's just crazy. That's just a fun one. And then our annual Cops and Robbers event that we do at Grossmont High School every year had ridiculous amount of kids there. It was just really fun. It totally ties into that full life that we're asking kids to be a part of, and it's just a really cool piece of the proclamation that we do, that Jesus is not just about prayer and Bible reading, but he's about full life. And the last couple pics there in the email just show a little bit more of us tasking that out and doing that here in the city. And so again, just want to say thank you so much for everything that you do to allow us to be able to do this. Work gets done every day, every week, every month, and it's a joy that I get to do these and just show you how active our volunteers are and the impact that our staff and their teams are making in the communities, and what you're doing, what you're investing in, and what you're creating because of your support and your prayer and your financial donations. So thank you so much for making it possible. It would not be possible without you. So thank you. Appreciate you. Love you. Have a happy Halloween, and we will see you next month.